Father Rocky has a natural kindredness with the children at Tuloy Foundation, and it's not surprising. Like them, the struggles of growing up poor were all too familiar to him.
I come from a very lowly, poor family in a small barrio in Betis, okay, Guagua, in Pampanga. My mother was illiterate, never went to school because we were poor. My father was only second year high school. We're 6 boys, and my father had a dream. He said that we are poor, but you will all finish.
True to his promise, his father, who held jobs as a construction worker, succeeded in seeing all his sons through school and sending them into the world with lessons to live by.
It doesn't matter what you do, whether you sweep the floor or wash the plates, just be sure you're one of the best. Do not envy others and live within your means. If you see something good, become better. If you see something bad, don't do it. Never did I hear him complain.
Entering the seminary at a young age wasn't a choice he made himself. Back then, Pampangueño tradition dictated that each family volunteer a son into the priesthood.
The parish priest said to my mom, "Who do you give to God among the 6 boys?" My mother said, "Oh, Marcin, that's my name, no? He might be reformed in the seminary."
Reformed? What is that?
Yeah, because I was always in the streets. I played spider, marble, shells, all the street games.
But after 9 months in the seminary, he was sent back home.
Father said, "This priest don't know nothing. What do you want to become?" "I want to become an engineer." So he sent me to Bosco, Bacolod, because that was the best technical high school for engineers at that time.
He spent his high school years at the Don Bosco Technical Institute. It was the Salesian priest that rekindled his fervor for the priesthood.
Mga pari pala, pwedeng maging masaya. They go for excursion, they were with the church with us, and they were very happy.
And very human.
Yeah, I wanted to be one of them.
Trouble seemed to follow Father Rocky wherever he went. In the late 60s, as he was completing his licentiate for theology in Rome, he was suddenly called back to Manila by one of his superiors, calling for help as they were entangled in a dilemma brought on by civil unrest at home, the first quarter storm.
He said, "You leave everything in Rome." The student councils, both in high school and in college, they were infiltrated by, the radicals. It was violent. They would throw Molotov bombs into the school. They'll cut the telephone wires. They'll cut the power. I went to a short course on espionage. Then my superiors forgot that I was supposed to go back to Rome. So I was nailed into administration and the academe.
His career in the hallowed walls of the academe wouldn't last long, though. Being a man of faith, he left his destiny open to God's hand. Eventually, he discovered his life's mission.
I became a college president until what I call the fateful day that became a faithful day. June 23, 1993, I dreamt that I was walking, bringing a few kids looking for food at midnight. As we walked, they grew by the thousands. We sat down, the ground became green grass, and appeared before me a big brown gate, and it's a big place, beautiful. And the child said, "Father, masyado maganda. Hindi para sa amin yan. Mahirap lang kami." I woke up crying.
The dream was prophetic and moved him to dive into a role and life he never expected or prepared for, setting up Don Bosco's first center for poor children.
I volunteered. I was in the academy. I was up there, the most unexpected. And so our president said, "Unless you change your mind, you are now appointed officially." I went to my prayers and said, "Lord, if this is your will, so be it."
While he accepted this heaven-sent calling, a lot was given up in exchange.
I was dismantled. I was going to start without any money, without knowing anything, except that fateful raising of the hand. And what was the reaction? Misunderstanding. Even my own father, to have a son who is a priest and, head of something, he will be the proudest man in the barrio.
Yeah.
But when he heard that I was taking care now of 12 rascals. He said, what has he done? Was he punished? So my father talked to me for 3 years. But I had no time to explain everything every day to everybody. And there was about what I would call a wholesome restlessness. I had to do something.
Though he never claims credit for what he's built, a significant part of what Tuloy is today is a result of Father Rocky's infectious energy and palpable compassion for distressed children that many are drawn to be part of.
I'm amazed how Father can sort of wield the baton and get all these people to work together. He has this passion, so electrifying, you get caught into it, no? You know where his heart is. He has placed his heart here. That heart is just so unstoppable.
You also have this amazing personality of being able to connect with people. Perhaps that's why now you are known as a professional beggar also.
Oh yeah, these 25 years has taught me. There are more countless good people around us that you can think of. It is our fault when we don't get them. Why? Because we cannot present something that will attract these people and these resources. When you do present something and these people bring the resources, they will even be grateful to you one day.
So they want to help. The secret then is just giving them this
The
opportunity.
opportunity you give them, and this is now the secret of Tuloy, there has to be transparency, accountability, and teamwork. You can have people of different cuts, even belief, even personality, even education. But if you gravitate them towards something that's very, very focused and clear, you forget your difference. Or your differences become a positive contribution to a single and unique purpose you embrace together.
Hindi dahil sa Tuloy. Siguro, right now, nasa kulungan ako or nasa libingan ako.